episode of the Paycast Network podcast is sponsored by Deja Vu, payment technology that helps you get ahead of the competition and keep you there. Thanks for joining us. Let's jump into today's episode.
Welcome into the Paycast Network, where we have a full house. Starting to my right, I have the best beard in the business.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, James. And then I have, at this point, I think the best friends of the Paycast Network, Stephen Morris, Jason Isidore here to my left.
Duckman.
Fellas.
Back.
How we doing?
What's going on, man?
Thank you for joining us.
Good to be back.
Well, guys, we have a pretty big event coming up at the end of this month, probably in a couple days from when we release this. Do you know what it is?
No.
You want to guess, James?
What is it?
Got New Year's.
AI takes over. Oh, yeah.
That too.
Oh,
but
yeah.
New Year's.
We talked about
yes.
this. You know, that was a big reveal.
Yeah, I know you're
We're not even 2 minutes in.
I know you're on the side of AI with that one. But we do have New Year's coming up.
Okay.
So
Yes, sir.
we are going to talk about best practices heading into the new year to close out the year,
Yeah.
personally, professionally. And then we'll do a part two, how to start the new year strong.
Yep.
Again, personally, professionally, start some good habits, things like that.
Yep.
But you know what we're doing first, James?
The face.
We talked about
This
this.
trivia
Oh,
segment is
Lord.
sponsored
You know
by...
how I feel about it.
If you want to sponsor the trivia segment, let us know. If you're an AI company. All right.
I like that.
Not bad.
Let's start. I have New Year's themed trivia.
Let's do
I
it.
know
Okay.
you two can see it. Don't
go.
cheat.
Let's
Don't
go.
cheat.
Let's go.
What day in January is informally known as Quitter's Day because it's when most people are statistically likely to give up on their New Year's resolution?
January 13th.
That's the day before my birthday. January 14th.
Sorry, January 14th.
Wow.
That would be messed up if I was born on Quitter's Day. I'm going to
messed
say,
up.
because it takes 21 days to form a habit, I'm going to say January 21st.
And I believe January 26th.
My note says the second Friday in January, so whenever that falls on, probably
That would be
your
the
birthday.
14th.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about that?
Yeah, I'm a quitter.
Uh-oh. Okay. Next one.
Wow.
What
We're going to
year?
have Steven on January 15th to talk about how his New Year has been so far.
Yeah.
What has he quit so
I
far?
gotta quit.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. What year did the annual ball drop in New York start? And bonus question, there's 2 years that it did not happen, if you could name those as well.
I know 1 year was probably the January after 9/11, I'll say. No? Okay. The Great Depression.
Closer.
All right.
1935.
What? You're reading it?
No, that's not right.
Oh,
No. Guess what year it started first?
1902.
Very close.
1901.
No.
1903.
This is not the
Even
Price is
closer.
Right.
1907.
Okay, got it. Okay.
And then the 2 years that it didn't happen, Great Depression was close.
Okay.
1908.
What, James?
He just. Okay. What was the first one? And I'll try to guess the second one.
The years that it didn't happen?
The first year that it
First year it didn't happen was 1942.
That was World War II. Okay. I got it. Okay. That's when the sailor kisses the woman that summer. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
The second year, I'm going to say 86?
It's kind of a trick question
What
now
is
that I
it?
give you one. It's just the next year, both.
Oh,
the 2
really?
years
2 years in a
World War
row?
II, 42 and 43.
So back to
Yeah.
back.
Oh,
Back
okay.
to back.
All because
Yep.
of the war.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, here we go. This one I picked because I'm pretty sure James takes part in this. What country has a tradition of wearing colored underwear on New Year's Eve to influence their fortune?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Colored underwear.
Yeah.
Say
Say
the
that,
Irish.
say that one more time.
What country has a tradition of wearing colored underwear on New Year's Eve to influence their fortune?
Irish.
Red for love, yellow for wealth,
Ireland.
etc. No.
Okay.
Think closer to home.
Argentina.
East Ireland.
A little closer to home. Not bad.
You said Argentina?
I was going to say it's somewhere in South America because of
Yeah,
the
so
colors.
it's-
The colors.
Mexico and other Latin American countries.
Okay.
So
It was the
Argentina,
colors.
So you're hold on. Before we get to so you're telling me the color of their drawers.
Yeah.
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 I think we need to adopt that.
You gonna try that one now? Yeah. I'll make sure to get the rest of the colors for you. Red for love, yellow for wealth. I don't know what the AI color is. Sorry, James. I'll figure that out for you. But
I'm colorblind.
Yellow underwear don't.
Wow.
I don't think that's good.
Yeah.
I don't think that's good.
Yeah. Right.
especially not if they were white first.
Right. Exactly.
All right.
Wow.
So let's talk
Yeah.
closing out 2025, heading into 2026.
Okay.
I want to ask you all before we get to 2026, does anyone have a New Year's resolution yet? Personally, professionally? And if you don't have one, come up with one right now. You got 30 seconds. Ready, go.
That was a short 30 seconds.
All right, you're out.
Wow. I'm actually going to look to get some properties to do some Airbnbs. I was inspired
Yeah.
by my good friend.
We did an Airbnb last summer.
Not us, him and his wife.
Me and my wife.
Oh,
Yes,
oh,
not
oh,
me and him.
Yeah,
Okay.
not
I know
me.
I got the summit hat on.
Right.
No,
Hey, no,
we're
no,
not
no,
that
no.
type.
No, my New Year's resolution is really just to get back in the flow of things. I want to do 2,000 cold calls in 2026. I'm going to work 10 months out of the year, and I'm going to do 200 cold calls a month.
10 months.
In 10 months,
Wow.
yeah. So that's
Okay.
my biggest
Okay.
one.
James?
Mine's more on the personal level. What everyone says every year: weight loss.
Okay.
So
I think you
I
got
need
that.
to-
You
Yeah,
kind of
you
got
got
a
it.
little bit
I want to
ago.
lose like 10 to 15 pounds.
You got it.
We'll get you back on that gym
My wife likes to
membership.
got
cook.
it.
I like to eat, and it's quite the combination.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine, let's see, I probably should have came up with one. Mine is to get 1,000 YouTube subscribers by February.
Not bad.
I think
February.
Is that a
that.
New Year's resolution if it only goes for like a month?
No, I mean,
No, you can do it.
Okay, we'll take it.
Here's
You
the
do.
thing: you put a time.
You got to put a
time
time
stamp on
yeah.
it. That's the thing about it. If you don't put a time stamp on it, it's
Yeah.
kind of just
Yeah.
a wish.
So, speaking of that, like and subscribe.
That's right.
Counting
Okay.
on you.
Yeah, I'm counting on you. Yeah. All right.
I'm about to unsubscribe right now.
Let's
Just
talk.
kidding. Just kidding.
All right. Let's talk about merchant services specifically. Is there a type of merchant or a vertical or anything like that that you look to close before you get to the end of the year? Do you ever have a list of let's get these done before the end of the year or anything like that?
I really don't.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just going to be honest. Usually in December, I start dialing it down.
Okay.
A lot of one of the biggest objections you're going to hear here in the last
We're not
quarter.
trying to
We're
switch
not
during the
trying to do
holiday
anything
season.
Yeah.
until after the holiday season. So for
Okay.
me, I don't really go after deals in December. But if I was going to, and I was talking to new agents, I would say probably retail. This is going to be their biggest month of the year,
Yeah.
generally with
Okay.
the Black Friday sales. So retail would probably be the vertical to go after.
For me, I try to close 2 referral partners every month.
Okay.
Okay.
So December is a great time to start talking with CPAs
Yeah.
before they go into tax season because remember they're coming out
Yeah.
of people that file late. That's like October.
Yeah.
So November, December, that's when you can take them to lunch and drop goodie baskets off. And then when
Yeah.
January kicks in,
Yeah.
they're about to go into tax season. CPAs are great referral partners to talk to. So my goal every month is to get 2 referral partners to at least go to lunch with to try to send me business.
Okay. Is there any type of, since like you said it is slower, you're going to get a lot of those. Let's wait till
Till
after
January.
the new year. Is there any sort of organization or kind of logistical work or anything that you do more in December than you would in other months because the sales
Yeah.
part is slower?
Yeah, for me, December is really kind of a refresh month.
Okay.
It's a month for me to really get excited and generating excitement for the new year. December, I always set my goals for what do I want to accomplish in the next year. So December for me is usually that time to get fired up and get excited, set those resolutions and just get fired up for reaching those goals for the new year. I kind of dial things back in December, start thinking about the new year. It's also my month to really visit all of my customers and kind of bless them with a nice gift. And so, yeah, for me, December is the month to get organized and set those New Year's goals to get fired up and ready to go.
Okay.
So,
I agree with what you said. I used to dispel the myth. Like people are like, oh, everything slows down after Black Friday. If you don't switch your processing by Black Friday, you got to wait till January.
yeah.
I have an agent that he just didn't want to adopt that. He started to sign up a lot of pool companies in December. Because think about it, they're slow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're slow. And so he started to sign up a lot of pool companies, pool service providers, because they don't have the excuse that they're
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
So he started to sign up a lot of seasonal merchants that are real busy in the summertime. December's a great time to sign up. And then you have another type of merchant that you can sign up. What's people's resolutions in the beginning of the year? I want to start a business.
Yep.
If they want to start on January 1, guess what? You got to get that application in by December 20th
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
or
James,
the 15th.
yeah. A question for you on that point. For agents that it is slow in December, is that a good time to either re-up or refresh on equipment information, technology information, stuff like that?
Yeah, use the downtime to your advantage, right? Technology is always changing. It moves so fast.
Say that one more time.
Technology is always changing, right?
It's true.
And so if you're not staying current, what happens?
You fall
You
behind.
fall behind. You fall behind.
Yeah.
What is your competitor doing?
That's right.
Yep.
They're staying on top of it, right?
Yeah.
And so, great idea to go out and to, like you said, Jason, to bless your customers, the goodie bags, excellent. You know, you want to make sure you're maintaining that contact, maintaining those good graces, right? But also use the time to improve yourself,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? Keep pushing yourself forward, learning what's new, what all the new technology, the new devices, the new gateway features. Stay current with those classes.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you are an agent and you do take the time to refresh on technology and stuff like that, do you guys think the new year would be a good time to go back to current merchants and maybe suggest a newer terminal or a point of sale or something like that? Would that be a good time to do that?
Yeah, you should always go back and talk to your merchants and,
Yeah.
and just kind of get a gauge of where they're at.
Okay.
You know, because things change all the time.
Yeah.
You know, you may go to your merchant and find out that, you know, the tap to pay was not working the way that they thought, or they may be moving more towards online processing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times that I will talk to sales reps and I'll say, hey, you have the retail location. Do you ever ask if they're doing online sales? Most reps never ask about the e-commerce side. And that's a big portion.
It is.
I mean, think about it. We have a whole holiday, Cyber Monday,
Yeah.
dedicated to online processing.
Yeah.
And that's the part that you really need to kind of ask those questions about.
Yeah.
So yes, I do think you need to gauge your customer, find out if they're happy with what they have, just like you did before you signed them up. Are they happy with what they have with you? And is their business changing where payments may go a whole nother way? QR codes, payment links, text to pay type. Ask the questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the environment is changing a
Yeah.
lot. So usually the first quarter of the new year is a great time to check in on the merchants and make sure everything that you sold them last year is working, right? And the technology is changing so much with QR codes and pay links and online so it's a great time to really check in and make sure that everything is functioning efficiently for their business.
Okay. Is there any other kind of outside of what we've already talked about, organizing and staying in touch, is there anything else that you've always done to close out a year, whether it's personal or professional? I mean, in this business, everything that you do personally kind of affects your professional, but is there anything else that it's like, hey, I do this at the end of every year that helps me close out and start anew?
Yeah. I always take the last week off of the year to be with my family.
Okay.
I want to be with the people that are my why, right? And I'm getting energized for the new year. Like for me, January 1st is coming, what are we, 29
3
days?
weeks away.
It's 3
and a
weeks
half
away.
Yeah.
So January 1st is always that day where I'm chomping at the bit to get to it. And so that last week, I want to set all my goals, but that last week I want to spend it with my family and have some downtime because I know I'm about to get into the crazy time. I'm going to be working my butt off, right? And the family's going to take a little bit of a back seat while you're grinding and growing. And so I spend it with the family. We'll sometimes take a trip and just kind of refresh and remember why I'm doing this, you know?
Yeah.
So.
For me, me and my wife sit down at the end of every year and we talk about what we want to do in 26, like you said, as a family. On the merchant services side, honestly, I've been doing this so long, I'm at the stage where I'm defining my exit strategy. You know, and no, that doesn't mean I'm leaving tomorrow, but I'm 50. I'll be 52. And so it's like, all right, the next 10 years, you know, do I see myself going out seeing merchants at 62? And don't get me wrong, there are agents out there that are seasoned. And they're still out there. I just know my plan is a little bit greater than still going out cold calling the next 5 to 10 years. So you have to be able to set where your benchmark is and look where you've been and where you're going. And so I'm looking more doing more consulting with salespeople and passing along the knowledge that I've obtained in my career just to kind of consult. So,
James, you have any wrap the year up activities?
Well, we always travel to visit family, right? So
Up to Harlan, Kentucky.
we're down here this year. We're going to Harlan.
We're the place where nobody lives.
Yeah. If you haven't listened,
But James made it out.
but he's going back.
One of these
back.
days, I'll divulge the secret of how we did that. But yeah, we're traveling up to Harlan this year. I've got family here, there, and everywhere, except for Jacksonville. None of them are here.
Right.
So my closest family member is a good 3.5 hours away. Most of them are 5+.
Yeah.
So we don't get to see them quite as often as we used to since we moved down to Florida. So as much as I love the beach, I do miss that aspect. So we're going to be doing that, and hopefully it snows this year because the kids want to go sledding.
There you go.
That would be cool.
So
James, from your perspective, when you deal with agents and smaller ISOs, whatnot, every day, technical problems and whatnot, do you notice any trends that happen in that December end of the year time period? Is it slower for them? Is it busier? Or what would you recommend they do from your kind of technical perspective?
It definitely does slow down on the technical side. So I find that once we start approaching Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Cyber Monday, and then into Christmas and January 1st, things for the most part tend to just quiet out. And when I first started in this industry, I noticed this interesting trend where merchants, it would almost seem, would put in extra effort, right? They want to make sure that everything is running in pristine condition because they have their holiday sales coming up, and they don't want anything to happen. So I find that merchants are actually a little easier to talk to during this time because they are wanting to make sure that it's working. And so props to them for that extra diligence there. But then on the actual onboarding of new accounts, it tends to slow down up until about halfway through January, and then things will start picking up again, right? And so back to the earlier answer that I was discussing a few moments ago, use that extra time to really buffer yourself, get that improvement in on that education.
Agreed.
How long have you been doing the set your goals for the new year?
Oh my goodness, I've been doing this the last 15 years.
Is that something you learned from somebody, or did you just doing that?
Me personally, I work in absolute numbers and deadlines and dates. And for me, January 1st is actually
what?
This is the most disciplined guy.
He knows. He knows.
Everything's a formula.
Well, he breaks everything down.
I break everything down by the
And
numbers.
and
And for me, January 1st, why do we set why does everybody set New Year's resolutions? They want to better themselves.
Right.
And so for me, January 1st is kind of that, let's start fresh. It's like you can reset mentally, reset your mind, reset your goals. So I've been doing it a long time. It's just something I've always done. And I work with, listen, I think I said this on another podcast. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments, right? We're all setting our goals, right? Our New Year's resolutions, our goals. We got to be disciplined to accomplish them. And so for me, I just work in absolutes where if I set the goal, I've got to have the plan. You can't set the goal and not have a plan. And so for me, December's always been the time to set that plan and then hit it hard. So
we've talked about it a few times already, but I want to hear from you guys, for anybody that hasn't listened to some of the other episodes. What are some things you do for your merchants around the holidays? To keep them happy, essentially.
This cost me a pretty penny. The week between Christmas and the week between Christmas and New Year's. If I didn't catch certain clients and I didn't give them a basket or didn't drop off Christmas cards, I buy cases of champagne.
Nice.
And I delivered that to a lot of my merchants. I actually got a customer from doing that. I delivered a bottle of champagne, and he was like, "Oh my God!" He goes, "This is amazing. My current provider never." And that was
there
it.
you go.
That's a key
account.
Right there. A good one.
It was a little costly, but it was worth it because I got a couple of clients. So, like you said, it's slow sometimes, especially once Christmas hits or right around the 23rd. It's going to be dead. You just got to find ways to get out there. So that's the one thing I do is doing what I would want like if I owned a business and I had a processor, I would want you to value, because I mean, I don't think our merchants know sometimes how much we make.
Yeah.
Well, they know now.
The secret is out.
But you want to take care of them because guess what? He said it right. They've been taking care of you your whole year.
Right.
You know, helping you pay your mortgage and your car note and your insurance and all those things.
Christmas is always my favorite time of the year to visit my merchants. You know, I wear a Santa hat. And a lot of my merchants that are watching this will know.
Oh God, I gotta see
there's
that.
there's
get that on the show.
There's 2 weeks out of the year. So this month, December 15th, and the week of December 15th, and the week of December 22nd, I'm riding around in the car with the Santa hat on. And I love visiting my merchants. And so every year I try to do something different. I try to think outside the box. So last year, my wonderful wife, Barbara, came up with an incredible idea. We did cutting boards. And with my clients, I put their last names embroidered or emblazoned in the cutting board.
Nice.
And I went out and visited and gave them the cutting board with their last name.
Yeah.
And through the course of this year, I probably have heard from 50 merchants. We loved the cutting board. We have it sitting in our kitchen. Most of the clients and the merchants don't even use them.
Yeah.
Right.
They just have it somewhere in their kitchen to display with their names on it.
Yeah.
And once you do those kind of things, you're never going to lose a merchant, you know? And so that's what I did last year. So now I'm coming up with the new idea for this year. I haven't come up with it yet, but I've got some ideas of what I want to do. And I just enjoy blessing my merchants in December and visiting them and thanking them for their business, because they're why we're able to live the lives we live.
That's one of the things that I will chime in and add as well, is that you acquired this merchant, retain them.
Right.
Retain them.
Retain them. I mean, like, if you retained your book, in many cases, you may not need to go and get as many clients the next year if you're taking care of your current customers. If you take care of your customers, I promise you'll never have to worry about them leaving you if they know that you're good at what you do.
Yeah.
Do you do any sort of, looking back at the deals that you sold that year and maybe like a review of, do I want to go after the same vertical still? Is there something I want to change about my pitch? Do you do anything like that?
You know, you do kind of, that's what December's for. I really do kind of reminisce on what did I do this year? You know, what worked, what didn't work, what did I sign up, you know, what
I missed.
What did I miss? And the thing about it is that's why December's so exciting, is because you get to take all of that knowledge and all that experience from the year.
Yeah.
And take it into the new year fresh and know what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
So,
and realize time's not on your side either.
Yeah.
If you realize, hey, you know what, I can't go back and fix yesterday, but I could work on my tomorrow, you'll be so much further ahead. And that's to all of us in life. Like, I know you said I'm working on my weight goal. I got the other weight problem. I can't wait to eat. But that's something that we all need to value, is the time we have here, because no day is promised to any of us.
Right.
So be a goal setter. You know, be that person that is intentional, knowing that I got 24 hours in a day. 8 of those hours I'm probably asleep. So really, you got 16 hours to really go out there and kill it.
Yep. Okay, awesome. Thank you, gentlemen. I also want to pat myself on the back because, Stephen, when you were talking about time's not on our side, I didn't make an age joke. So
that was good. That was progress.
Thank you.
That was definite progress.
You are timeless because of this show. So if something happens to you, we just watch Press Play again.
That's why you're on here as well.
Right.
Well,
love it.
Gentlemen, thank you. Like I said, we will do a part 2 about launching yourself into the new year.
Sounds good.
But New Year's is coming up. Happy New Year's to you fellas and to everybody listening. And thank you for joining us on this episode of the Paycast Network.
Thank you.